I've always been good friends with the players on the optic core, and yeah, I mean, a couple of days into practice, it just felt like I never left. So
Hey guys, this is Pedro. I'm back with another interview covering VCT Americas KICKOFF 2024. I'm here accompanied by Marved of NRG esports, who just come off of a 2-0 win over Cloud9 to progress to the semifinal stage. And so, Marved, like I said before, thank you so much. And also, congrats on just making it to the next phase of the competition over Cloud9, a resilient Cloud9, especially in that second map of the series. So, starting this off, I want to know your thoughts on just taking down Cloud9 and what kind of challenges did they present to you throughout the entire series, not just map 2 but also maybe map 1.
um, honestly, they played like how they do. They played well. So I mean, you're bound to lose some rounds. Some rounds I feel we got unlucky, and that's just how the game goes. So I mean, they capitalized on our mistakes, and that's what happens. They get some rounds, but I feel like we were in control the whole game, and we felt confident.
Oh yeah, for sure. And despite um, letting Cloud9 make that comeback in a sense to force overtime, you guys were then able to take them down in just this fast fashion, winning those 2 rounds to then take them down. And so then focusing on the issues that you described from the team, what do you think caused that? Because all things considered, might be an off day for you guys, but still, what do you think what was the causes for such struggles against C9?
Um, I just feel like we got a little impatient, and usually when we play with patience as a team, we usually grind the rounds out, and there's little gaps to our game. But today we had a couple gaps that they exploited. So I just feel like it has a lot to do with just being patient and just staying calm. And yeah, but at the end of the day, that's just how the game is sometimes. And yeah.
Yeah, and despite those struggles, you guys did make it to semis in kickoff. So, are you excited having made it to semis, or are you like whatever is expected, or what's the headspace like for you?
The expectation is to win the whole thing and at least make top two so we can make the Madrid. Yeah, I'm not really gonna be too happy until we job. I mean, we gotta make this tournament. That's the whole goal.
Oh yeah, for sure. And it's a good, it's a great showing from an NRG team that has been, as you said, expected to at least make it to Madrid and also win the entire tournament starting off this year. Given the fact that it features quite a cast of players, including yourself, Marved, and so talking about your inclusion into the team, well, first and foremost, you returned to the core of NRG slash Optic slash NV and slash everything else before that for this year after getting in after playing for Sentinels in 2023. And so how have you transitioned to the team? Has it just been seamless? Like not a single day has passed, or has there been any challenges for you?
Been pretty seamless to be honest. I mean, I've always been good friends with the players on the optic core, and yeah, I mean, a couple of days into practice, it just felt like I never left. So I mean, nah, it doesn't feel any different. They know how I play. I know how they play. I know what they like. They know what I like. And I just feel like just collectively we play as a good unit. And yeah, I feel like we play off each other very well.
Yeah, given the fact that you were in Sentinels and also at a time played as the IGL for that team in the latter stages of 2023, has there been any change to your game given once you rejoined, reunited with the present core within this new NRG team?
I don't feel like I really changed as a player. I think just as a player myself, I try to uh, do what the team needs me to do, and if they need me to be more supportive, I'll do that. If they need me to lurk, I'll do that. If they need me to go in, I'll just do my job. And I know what the team needs, and I feel like that's a strength of mine without being asked. And Yeah, I mean, I did learn a lot being an IGO. Mostly, I've learned how to help the team and the strategies, or at least give my input on it. So that's one thing I've learned, at least. But other than that, um, I just play my game and just do whatever I feel is needed.
It's the same old Marved as before. Same old Marved.
Pretty much, yeah. Same old Marv. I feel like I'm a little smarter just as time goes by, just aging. But yeah, same old. I mean, still trying to prove my aim, and that will come with time. I think I look better this match compared to last one, and yeah, I just need a couple more, and I'll be back to normal.
Yeah, of course. And now pivoting away from you, but also focusing on the other new members in the team. Of course, Ethan and Demon1, former or current world champions from the end of last season. How have you viewed their inclusion to the team? You know, because of course everybody knows Demon1 and how cracked he is in his aim and everything surrounding that. But and Ethan as well as a well-known communicator and catalyst for people such as Demon1 to just do their own thing. So, how have you viewed their inclusion to the team with you and the rest of the guys included?
I've known Ethan for a very long time, and ever since Counter Strike, and I've watched how he plays, just the way he communicates. I already knew he was a good player and an excellent teammate. Um, his inclusion was very easy. He takes the game very seriously, takes improving very seriously, and just that mentality really like inspires the team. And his aim is also incredible. Uh, Demon1, I did not know him until last year, but just watching his games, he really has an aura to his game. Um, I feel like he gets the frags that he needs to get, and just playing with him now is completely mind blowing. Sometimes the things he does, and I always know he's good for a bunch of frags, and also his communication is very good. And probably people probably don't know that his communication is very good. He asks for what he needs from us, and yeah, honestly, just two perfect teammates.
You mentioned the aura of Demon1. Can you? Is there a way to describe what that aura is surrounding a player like him?
I mean, I just feel like a lot of players are scared, or at least he's in their head. Um, because if you're peeking an angle and you feel like Demon1 can be there, then you really got to think twice about that. And that's why I feel like you could be hesitant on peeking angles against him, things like that, because he really just rarely misses. So
I asked. Oh, I'm gonna ask this next question. It's a question I asked to almost every teammate of yours prior to the start of the season. But how would you compare Demon1 to your past duelist teammates? You know, over the years in Valorant.
I think Demon1 is he has very good communication. I'm not going to put my other teammates down, but I think all my duelist players I've played with have been very good. Zekin, Ye, Victor, all been very good duelists. Demon1 just has very good mindset and like a killer mentality in which he feels like he is the best. And I think that's very important to have as a duelist. And yeah, he's willing to learn still, which is good. So just comparing to my other teammates, all my teammates have been good, but right now I feel like Demon1 is the best.
Oh yeah, for sure. And another question that is similar to the previous interview that I've done. Um, Given the fact that with a roster such as this, including yourself, it's just representing NRG, and the fact that there's plenty of expectations for this team. Do you think about those expectations? Does it bother you in any way? Do you feel like at this point in time in your career, given the fact that you've been constantly been surrounded by attention, stuff like that, do you even like pay any mind to it at all? You know, in this year.
Uh, I don't pay mind to the outside audience having expectations on us, but I do have expectations for myself, and as a team, we have expectations for ourselves. So yeah, we just try to strive for the best. I mean, like I said, the fans they like us, they don't, doesn't matter. We're trying to win for ourselves here, and of course our fans. So yeah, pretty much just trying to win, and if we don't, then we're letting ourselves down, not anyone else.
One more question before we wrap it up. I talked to Chet before you sat here for this interview, and I asked him about who he views as like the biggest opponent or slash rival for this NRG squad, and he pointed to Loud, given the fact that he highlighted Sadak's skill in terms of just building a great roster and just having them contend at the highest levels of domestic slash international Valorant. And so, who do you view as your biggest challenger for NRG for this year? Although, yes, I do say this at a time in which we're basically 2 matches in. So, who do you view?
Just watching Loud, I feel like I'd say Loud or Leviathan are probably the two hardest opponents that we can have. They have five great players on both teams. Loud, Sadak's calling is incredible. Um, I still feel like we are the best, but those are definitely tough opponents, and anyone can win on any given day. So if we ever do play them, we just gotta lock in and try to outclass them. But I'd say Loud or Leviathan are probably the two hardest ones.
Of course, and with that said, hopefully you'll be able to take the man down and finally get that elusive domestic title that has long eluded you guys for this past few years. So, Marv, thank you so much for taking the time during this interview. I really appreciate it. And best of luck to the team, but most importantly yourself.
Appreciate it. Thank you.